Pick number 36 in the 2017 draft, Jonah Bolden. What does it mean to hold an NBA hat in your hand, a jersey, and now being here and seeing this dream closer to being realized?
It's a dream come true. Ever since I was a young kid, I've always had a dream of getting to the NBA. Getting drafted and playing and having a successful career in the NBA. And for me, sharing that moment last night with my family and my mom, dad, sister, auntie, and my agent, it's a blessing. And I'm grateful to the organization of Philadelphia for giving me this opportunity. And just believing in me.
In terms of basketball in recent history, there was Australia for you, there was UCLA, and then there was Serbia. What was the journey like? How's it been?
They talk about trust the process here. That's something that they go by. And like I said before, I'm a firm believer in that because I've been through the process and I've had to trust in the process. Coming from, like you say, coming from Australia. They're coming over here for 2 years for 1 year of high school and 2 years of college, and then making that decision to leave and go professionally. It was all a process. It was all an experience. I'm grateful for it, and it's got me to where I am today. So it's just, like I said, a blessing.
Where would you say your game is at developmentally right now?
I still got a long way to go. I know my weaknesses and I know my strengths. And I think one of the main things is knowing your weaknesses and working on it. And then my past 12 months, the beginning of last year, I went into my first year professionally, knowing my weaknesses at the time and wanting to work on it. At this point in my game, I still have some weaknesses that I want to work on. And I believe I always have weaknesses. I'm never going to be a perfect player, and that'll be the one thing that's always in the back of my mind, is just getting better each and every day. And I think this is a great organization where they put a huge emphasis on player development. From the end of the roster to the first guy. So that's exciting.
A couple people in the organization with ties to where you're from in Australia. Let's start with Brett Brown. Does he know your family? Brian Colangelo said that last night.
No, he does. I personally haven't spoken to Brett since I was really young. But my dad knows Brett really well. Back when my dad played professionally against Dave Simmons, Ben's dad. So we had like a 45 to an hour meeting this morning. It was casual. It was kind of like an Australian, get together. And we just spoke about life. Obviously what happened last night, why reasons why he drafted me, and just about his coaching, ethics and approaches and his system. But overall, it's just exciting, knowing that he's from where I'm from, adds that little cushion of comfortability.
We saw Ben Simmons in the back of the gym watching the press conference, and then you two had a chance to catch up briefly afterwards. What type of communication have you guys had over the years?
Well, I think since he left early, not early, but since he left the high school, we haven't really spoken as frequently as we did when he was in Australia. We kind of rekindled and built onto that relationship, of communication later, once he got drafted and whatnot. But I saw him this morning when he came in for his 8 a.m. Lifting, and he was eating breakfast. He was like, bro, I'm excited. He's like, he loves it here. He fell in love with the city, fell in love with the people, the organization, and fans. He's like, you're gonna love it. He's like, this is crazy.
Good stuff, Jonah. Thanks so much.
Thank you.